Thank you for watching our special edition of DHN. Today we're going to focus on the deaf community. This week is Deaf Awareness Week. We want to show the many amazing events that are happening in our community. We'll focus on ASL preservation, deaf culture, and deaf people and their accomplishments. First, we'll sit down with the DHN supporters and sponsors. We'll sit down with my co-CEO, Peyton. We'll discuss why she decided to start DHN. Peyton was a junior here at Arizona State University in production. She wanted to produce something every 2 weeks. She wanted to produce a blog for parents with kids that are deaf that do not know ASL. I thought it was difficult for parents to communicate with their kids. They had difficult accessing communication with their children. And I thought maybe I could mesh the two together, writing with ASL. They have live news captions, however they are delayed. From deaf people's perspective, that's a problem. We want to include everyone at the same time. Whether you're deaf or hearing, it doesn't matter. We provide voice, captioning, along with our news. The signing is for the kids or the deaf individuals in the house, while the voice interpreting is provided for the parents that don't know sign. We provide all three, so hearing parents maybe feel inspired to learn ASL so that they are able to communicate with their children effectively. They can see that our news anchors are also deaf, so that they can encourage their kids not to believe that they can't, that they would have a role model. DHN is volunteer-based only. We're hoping next year that we can establish an everyday production. That gives you a good picture of DHN. I really stand behind Peyton and her decision to make it such an awesome production. Is ASL important for language only? No, it's also important for our culture as well. There's a huge audience for English books, but not many for ASL. So I decided to make ASLized accessible for all. Board members such as Jenny Wallenberg, who are experts in their field at ASL, came up with a 1 to 10 story. There's no voicing, just signed stories on the fly. Watermelons are delicious. I take the knife in my hand and cut along the rind. The stories are simple in structure but have a complex meaning. They have a skilled sign of 1 through 10 along with humor. Other videos are more serious. Once the baby was born, the mother looked down with loving eyes as the audiologist came in and told them that their child was not perfect. They have a blog that shows all of tells about our culture and our preservation. Everyone's been looking for a blog to enjoy. ASL is a visual language rather than a written language, so this is really inspiring. Jenny also says the videos became viral, as example the 1 through 10 story, which is important for ASL. They'd watch as the language built on it and got them thinking. That's where our language and our culture really started to bloom and continue to become strong. Please do not ignore this amazing opportunity to help. Rhonda really focused on this story and produced this story. 2 people walking along sat down at their computers, brainstorming and really really getting together and coming up with ideas. Then the bright lights hit, and everybody said, 7 seconds till showtime. I keep thinking, oh, okay, get everything right, get ready. I get the thumbs up, add the last of my lipstick, think my lines, thinking, practicing my lines. Ooh, as I see the camera swipe, I get the 7 seconds till showtime. Practice my lines one more time. So I'm finished. I see the 3, 2, 1, action. If you want to see my ASL story, or any others, please go to the ASL Ed website and go to ASL Ed videos. Hello, I'm Elisa Seckler. I'm with ASL Ed. Bombs. Famous actor had just died, causing anger. Police were increasing in numbers, complaints. Have you read the new Hawkeye book? No? What's that? Oh, it's all about ASL. Really? Mm-hmm. The book Hawkeye was just released in summer. I had the amazing opportunity to sit down and do an interview with the writer of Hawkeye. From the first page I started reading, I was excited. I couldn't believe it was happening. This was for Leah. I mean, I'm like, you mean me? Matt Fleischer, a writer, met with Leah about 10 years ago. Leah was born deaf, and her mother decided to start a award-winning TV series called Signing Time. I just wanted people to know a little bit of sign language. That was kind of the idea or the purpose. Signing Time is for families, which inspired the writing of the Hawkeye book as Leah continued to lose hearing. And then they contacted me and said, it's happening. You need to write it. I felt honored to give them the award and understood the connection of having a hero. I mean, having a hero, that's great and perfect. But now there's a connection. They've made a connection between a deaf person and another deaf person, which is inspiring. It's great. I was really honored to be involved in that. Hawkeye isn't the only deaf hero. See? Of course. The movie No Ordinary Hero, the actor is actually deaf. He's a deaf hero on a TV show. It's very inspiring to young deaf boys. Back when I was little, I'd watch TV shows, different Superman, Spider-Man, all of those superheroes. And as I grew up, I never imagined until about 15 years ago, I started to think about, where's the deaf hero? There's no deaf hero. The movie's set to be an internationally recognized video. We've already been to 3 festivals. Heartland, that's like the first film festival. Rome International Festival, where we received an award. Tacoma Festival, which we also won an award. Did you know that 90% of deaf children are born to a hearing family? People can relate to different parts of the movie. Once you watch it, you start to realize, hey, I've experienced that before, where they've gone into a public school, or their parents have deaf children, and they graduate and go out into the world and experience different frustrations. You can look on the internet to see where the showings of the movies are at superdeffy.com. People all over the country want deaf children to be ready to go into kindergarten and have them not fall behind their classmates.